Hello. Today we are with Honorable Abhijit Mate. He is professional chartered accountant. Mate sir, I wish to welcome at Jnanaprabodhini ERC Center. So we need a basic information about chartered accountant field.
Yes. Your course can be undertaken once a student passes his 10th exam. So he can register with the Institute of Chartered Accountants for undertaking Common Proficiency Test CPT. It is equivalent to CET in other faculties. So when he undergoes CPT course, he can register after passing 10th. He can appear for CPT course after he appears for 12th exam, 10 plus 2 course. So thereafter, he can appear for CPT, that is Common Proficiency Test. The minimum percentage he must obtain is 50%. And here is the crux of the matter. Why it is so? Because the exam is totally objective questionnaire type. So he has to just tick or encircle the correct answer. For every correct answer, there is 1 mark. For not answering, there is 0 mark. And if your answer is incorrect, then negative marking is there. It is 0.25. So naturally, under such circumstances, you have to obtain 50% of the marks. Then and then only you can undergo further CA course. This is the first level. The second level is IPCC, Integrated Professional Competence Course. In that particular course, there are 2 groups, first group, second group. You have to pass both the groups for obtaining admission to final group. Previously, many students were getting admission to CA course, however, they could not become CA. In CA terminology, it is very popular. CA means Chartered Accountant or come again. Unfortunately, those who could not get through, they are in the other one, come again category. And thus the passing percentage was very low. To overcome that particular difficulty, because if at all he is not Chartered Accountant, then he is only BCom. Then 5 years are lost. To overcome this difficulty, the CA Institute has come with one alternative, Accounting Technician course. So when you pass out IPCC first group, you can simultaneously go through that Accounting Technician course. So if at all you are not fortunate enough to get through the final examination, still your years are not lost. Then you can go for second group. Once you passed both the groups, then you can enter for final examination. That final examination is also available after your articles, that is practical training. Once you pass IPCC first group, you can enroll for practical training under any practicing chartered accountant. It is the training for 3 years, and after passing of second group of IPCC and completion of 2.5 years of that practical training, articles what we call, you can appear for final examination. For IPCC and final examination, the criteria of passing minimum 40% of marks in individual subjects and aggregate 50% of marks. Some exemptions are also given. If at all you obtain 60% of marks in any particular subject, then, and if at all you could not pass out in that particular group, you can still appear in the next group or in the next examination for the same group, but you need not appear for that particular subject where you have obtained more than 60% marks. So this is the general scheme of CA course.
Sir, what is the method of preparation to be a chartered accountant?
Patience is the key word. If at all you are having patience, then and then only you can become chartered accountant. Why I am saying so? You have to read at least 1000 pages per subject. 8 subjects are there. So you have to complete reading of 8000 pages. Only one reading probably may not help you. So you may have to go for second reading. So naturally, this is the volume you have to read and keep it in mind. Then and then only passing a CA exam is possible. Then how to go for it? So there should be minimum 12 hours study program per day. If you are able to sit down at one place for 12 hours, then it is possible to be CA. I am not saying at a stretch. You can go for, say, reading 1 hour, play for 5 minutes, sit again for 1 hour. That is also possible. For that patience, you must have good health. So whenever you are in 9th and 10th standard, it is important to gain that particular health in those years only, so that this investment can be used in subsequent years while undergoing CA course. Many times, handwriting becomes a problematic issue, because up to 10th standard, you are writing very little, and in CA course, you have to write the question in length. So if at all you are not habituated to write down with fast speed and at the same time legible handwriting, then it is very difficult to complete the paper itself. Therefore, after completing the 10th standard examination, the students can be requested or can be made to write whatever they want. The subject is not important, writing habit is important. So they can write even novel, doesn't matter. If at all they start writing with good speed and good handwriting, then definitely it will help for completing the CA course.
What is the status of getting job or to start a business while passing or while completing as chartered accountant?
There are ample opportunities after you pass out CA. Service is also available and own profession is also available. So there is ample scope in both the sides, service as well as in practice. The general ratio are more in percentage rather than in service. However, nowadays, the package for chartered accountant under service category is such a high that people tend to go to service. The CA Institute has also offered campus interview service for fresh chartered accountants. The industries are enrolling there, and the interviews of the chartered accountants are taken by the industrial people. In practice category also, there is ample scope. However, if at all you are new entrant in the practice scenario, then naturally first 2 years are your trial years. The people guess you, people work with you, they have to understand your capabilities, your integrity, how you speak with them, how you make them convincing statements. All these things are always scaled by the persons. And then for the first 2 years is a very meager amount you get, but after 2 years it is a quite substantial amount, and it is comparable with the service industry also. Many persons who are having the background of chartered accountants, that is, suppose my grandfather was chartered accountant, my father was chartered accountant, and now I am in practice with the ready-made business, then naturally it makes lot of difference. Under such circumstances, that particular chartered accountant who is newcomer in that particular practice can have other practice areas also open for him, because the background is already available. So the opportunities are very wide. In the global scenario also, the opportunities are very wide.
Which subjects are very important or we have to prepare to be a CA?
CA course, naturally the name itself is suggestive accountant. So accountancy is a must. General economics, that is also available for CPT examinations. Then quantitative aptitude. It is just like statistical and mathematical combinations. Then financial management, strategic planning, direct and indirect taxes. These are the areas. Advanced accounting, how to report the accounting. So that is also reporting, also is the financial reporting is also one of the subjects. And all the subjects are equally important. Why? You have to get minimum 40% of the marks in each subject, and the cumulative of all these subjects total must go up beyond 50%, then and then only you are CA. Otherwise not. Some exemption is also given. If at all you obtained 60% of marks in one subject, however you could not get through the entire group, then you can reappear for that particular group once again. However, at that time you need not appear for the paper in which you have scored more than 60%. Therefore, the option word is to be out of dictionary. Then and then only you can become CA. No option is available. You have to study everything. So every subject is important. The mathematics is also very important, because in accounting, not only addition, subtraction, but the percentage also is equally to be calculated for many times. Under such circumstances, it is important, if your mathematical base is good enough, then there are more chances to get success. The mathematics is important for another reason also. Mathematics gives you the logical power. It increases your logical thinking ability. So when the mathematics is developed, naturally your ability for logical thinking is also developed. Under such circumstances, it is more important if such particular habit is inculcated in the students right from 9th or 10th standard. I have not seen any student who is ready to sit with, say, grandfather or grandmother for mathematics, because he gets bored, he or she. However, if at all you play with the mathematics, then it is very interesting one. I will give you one example. Suppose you are going on a road and some vehicles are going. You just pick up one number of that one vehicle and play with it. Get it multiplied by 2 or get it multiplied by 3 in the mind only. Don't use paper. Then what are the intricacies of that particular number? Suppose the vehicle number is, say, 7550. What does the 75 number or that particular 50 number, what they suggest to you? How you can play with it? And if at all this particular habit is developed, then naturally mathematics becomes a dear subject, and it will definitely help for CA course. Because the CA Institute is having training courses for that particular curriculum, and some private classes are also available. However, the classes are not available at the Tahsil level many times or village level, because they are concentrated in major cities like Pune, Mumbai or all that. And it is very meager.
What is the role of computer literacy in chartered accountant?
It is very important, because many times accounting is now done on computer systems. The CA Institute has developed 100 hours course for this computer literacy, and it is compulsory for every CA students whenever he passes or whenever he appears for CA final examination. Similarly, orientation of a chartered accountant is also important, because the communication skill, whatever we generally call as soft skills, it is also very important, and those soft skills are also taught, and they are also part and parcel of this curriculum. So this is very important. Excel is very important tool. Nowadays Word, it is very important, because nowadays typewriter, you cannot see typewriter probably anywhere now. In CA offices or other offices also, the computer is there, and unless and until you operate the computer for typing also or having some letters also, it is not possible to run CA office. Excel is such a powerful tool that you play with the figures in so many variety and so many ways. So if at all you are a master in Excel, then your projections, your presentation, your graphics, everything improves. So computer has very vital role to play in CA course, and you will find that most of the chartered accountants are literate in computer. The persons who are above the age of 60, the institute has started courses in the computers for them, because they are illiterate in computers. So the courses have already been started for them, and they are also now literate in computers as far as the chartered accountancy profession is concerned, and it is very important. In fact, you have talked about my degree of DISA, Diploma in Information System Audit. Audit is core area of the chartered accountant, but information system audit is also another core area, wherever the information system, that is the computer system, from where you get the results, that is checked. The security levels and all other aspects are checked. So whether the input in the computer and output in the computer, whether they are as desired by the management or not, is tested in that particular course. So computer is important for CA course, and generally you will find that CAs are quite comfortable in working with the computers.
So thanking you, you are being with us with Jnanaprabodhini ERC Center. So thanks a lot for your kind guidance in chartered accountant field. Thank you.